Hi, money followers. I'm Pia Silva. I am an entrepreneur, business, and brand strategist at Worst of All Design in Brooklyn, New York, and I am the author of Badass Your Brand, the impatient entrepreneur's guide to turning expertise into profit. This COVID pandemic has hit all of our small businesses in one way or another, and I've heard a lot of great advice about how to shift your messaging or your offers so that you can sell in this new economy. But before you do that, you must protect your existing income first. Selling to new clients is so much more work than keeping the clients you already have. So this should be priority number one. So I'm going to share 5 tips on how to protect your existing income and cash flow. Tip number 1, communicate times 10. If you haven't already, reach out and grab a call with every client you have. Ask them how they're doing. See what's going on in their business. This is a great way to demonstrate that you care about their business and also to figure out if they need any additional help. You can be the solution to some of those problems instead of a line item that might get cut in the future. One client of mine reached out to all of the clients that had to cancel their in-person training workshops just to see how they were doing. And a couple of those clients confided in her what was going on in their business, what they were worried about, and then asked her if she'd be able to do some of that training over Zoom. So she picked those clients right back up just by reaching out and showing that she cared. Some people tend to shy away and retreat when they're worried that their clients might leave them because of cash flow issues. This is the time that you need to reach out and be present for them. Tip number 2, double down on showing up. Your engagement may have been one thing before, and now it needs to be something slightly different. Do it. Be flexible. Maybe you agreed to a certain amount of work, and now you need to go the extra mile and show up a little bit more. Do it. This is not the time to be stingy. If you need to change slightly or be a little flexible, now is the time to show up times 2 for your clients. The first thing I did with the group of entrepreneurs that I coach was reach out to them and offer some additional support, group calls, and also some one-on-one calls, just to make sure that they were fully supported during this time. Go the extra mile to show your clients that you are ready to support them any way you need to. Tip number 3, get creative with payment terms. Everybody's worried about their cash flow right now. So if you can ease your client's burden a little bit without hurting your own business, do it. Offering longer payment terms could be the difference between losing a client and keeping them. Just make sure that you also lengthen the timeline of the project so you don't get stuck months and months after the work is done trying to get paid. A client of mine did this with a 6-month contract that she had. The client was on the fence and was ready to bolt, and she said, hey, why don't we turn this into a 12-month project and you can pay me half as much each month and it'll just take a little bit more time. She kept the client, she kept all the money of the contract, and it's just going to be spread out over 12 months. Tip number 4, provide irresistible incentives. Not everybody is hurting right now, so if you need to increase your cash flow, get creative about how you can incentivize existing clients for existing services or future services to either sign up now or pay in full right now. A client of mine who's a wedding photographer, her business came to a standstill this spring when all of the weddings canceled, understandably. So she turned around and offered anybody who booked a wedding for 2021 now a free engagement shoot included. She had a limited time to offer that, and she ended up completely replacing her income for the month of April just by making this offer. And tip number 5 is don't go too far with any of this. You have to be reasonable. Don't overextend yourself to the point where you're putting your own business in jeopardy. Don't offer twice as much work on a project for the same price. Don't extend a 10-month payment plan when the project's going to be over next month. You might end up doing way too much work and it's not worth it, or chasing payments for months on end and never actually getting paid. At a certain point, it may make more sense to just let a client go if they don't want to pay you now, and you'll waste more effort than it's worth trying to convince them to stay or chasing payments later on. And those are my 5 tips on how to protect your income and cash flow right now. If you'd like more tips on how to build a badass, profitable business, you can follow me at Pia Loves Your Biz. Thank you so much to Money for hosting me, and I look forward to connecting with some of you soon.